With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And the Vikings first down.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Vikings first down.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Now McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got a chip.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Another Jaguars first down.
Take right up. Go, go.
At the 18-yard line.
Go, go. Silver.
Lawrence. He completes it to Hubbard. And the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
On red.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Shifts by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On play action, McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Up the middle to Davis. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Jaguar defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL at stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To the air again, McCarthy. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Now he's going to step up and run. And a quick throw here, that's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now 2nd and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
On the red. Go, go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs. The Jaguars at 11-5 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hey, center. Go, go. Hey, kill. Think right open. Rig alert. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Red on red. Done. This side.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That was good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
30 left.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. All right, let's go. Here we go, son.
Here's Lawrence. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, I'm gun. 13 loot. 11.
Lawrence will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the door.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
19,
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down carry for Davis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and goal, Minnesota.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Giving 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Davis is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, go. Hey, think right open.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Think. Hey.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So the play before, he gets loose for a big gain, but this time they get him in the backfield.
How about learning your lessons and quickly? As you just mentioned, before he gets loose. Now they look at it, assess, maybe make a little bit of a change, a tweak there, and they were on him that time.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
Hey, easy. Route.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
2nd and 10.
Think right. Hey, lion. Hey, street. Hey, I'm gun.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
30 left.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Go, go. 11, 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Wilson's got it complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
13. Hey, go, go. Go, go. Hey, Ginger. 11, Agate. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Son. Go, go. Hey, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Think right open, open. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
At the 39-yard line.
Gun. 11, 11. Let go. Silver.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 38 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To the air with McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is McCarthy. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And that one too high and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
McCarthy going to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Completes this to Addison out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Oh, the ground is rigorous. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And they're on the 26-yard line.
It's not enough. You said it, but it's not enough. You said it really still, but it's not enough. Say you did it to myself, but it's not enough.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
ETN up the middle. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They need 2. Here's third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Lawrence. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he's going to be stepped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 31.
McCarthy, he's set to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Read a 44. Hey, go. Go. Hey, so. Think right. Go. Let's go. Think right open.
Lawrence will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hey, so go. Hot. Dip.
Now Lawrence. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ginger, touch. 11, Agate.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new...
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. This is caught by Addison. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if the tackle happens in bounds.
This throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them. The defense was ready for the back-to-knee gap and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Davis is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Going for it, here's McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to pull out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing after the interception. McCarthy. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Addison holds it in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Come on. Hey, stop your lying. Crack him 60.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jags, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.